Welcome to episode 78, where we continue our exploration of Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. Since the dawn of recorded history, human groups have exhibited patterns of behavior that seem almost governed by mathematical or physical laws. These group dynamics play a crucial role in shaping our social interactions, decision-making processes, and collective behaviors. Understanding these dynamics is essential for anyone looking to navigate the complex world of human social structures effectively. One of the most fundamental aspects of group dynamics is the formation of a distinct group culture. Much like the cultural differences we observe between nations, smaller social units, such as companies or offices, develop their own unique customs, worldviews, and ways of thinking. This culture acts as a social force that binds the group together, reflecting the particular chemistry of its members. When examining a group's culture, it's important to consider various factors. 1. Structure. Is it loosely organized with an easygoing style, or is it rigidly hierarchical with strict discipline? 2. Attitude. Does the group display an elitist mindset or pride itself on populism? 3. Orientation. Is it forward-thinking and cutting-edge, or more traditionalist in nature? 4. Information flow. Is communication open and free-flowing, or tightly controlled by leadership? 5. Gender dynamics. Does it have a more masculine, competitive edge, or a fluid, cooperative spirit? 6. Functionality. Is it plagued by dysfunction and ego-driven behavior, or focused on productivity and quality work? It's crucial to note that a group's culture often centers around an ideal that it aspires to, even if it doesn't fully live up to this standard. This ideal serves as a unifying myth for the group's members. Additionally, the group's culture frequently reflects the personality of its founders, particularly if they have strong characters. However, it's important to recognize that established group cultures can be incredibly resistant to change. Even powerful leaders who enter with the intention of altering the culture often find themselves absorbed by it instead. The larger and more established the group, the more likely it is to control you, rather than the other way around. To maintain order and avoid chaos, human groups quickly develop standards of conduct and implicit rules. These unwritten codes govern various aspects of group life, from acceptable appearances to the expected work ethic. Violating these tacit rules can lead to ostracism or even expulsion from the group, often without explicit explanation. For newcomers to a group, it's crucial to pay close attention to these unspoken codes. Observe who's rising and falling within the group hierarchy, as this can provide insight into the standards that govern success and failure. Be aware of sacred cows within the group, people or beliefs that are never to be criticized. These represent potential pitfalls that must be carefully navigated. The concept of the court, once associated with aristocratic hierarchies, persists in modern group structures. Today, courts form around influential figures such as film executives, department heads, CEOs, political bosses, or cultural power brokers. The dynamics of these modern courts often mirror their historical counterparts, with courtiers vying for favor and influence. Key strategies for navigating these court dynamics include: 1. Gaining attention through strategic flattery. 2. Making oneself indispensable without threatening the leader. 3. Carefully managing relationships with other courtiers. 4. Being aware of different courtier types and their potential dangers, it's important to recognize that opting out of these court dynamics is rarely possible. Instead, learning to navigate them skillfully while maintaining one's integrity is often the most effective approach. Human groups have a tendency to focus on a common enemy, real or imagined, as a means of strengthening internal cohesion. This dynamic, rooted in our evolutionary past, continues to play a significant role in modern group behavior. Leaders often exploit this tendency to justify actions, distract from internal issues, or consolidate power. While it's important to be aware of this dynamic, it's equally crucial to maintain a degree of detachment and skepticism. Try to see the enemy objectively, without the distortions that group emotions can create. This balanced perspective can help you avoid being swept up in potentially harmful group reactions. Over time, most groups will naturally split into factions. This occurs as individuals seek a more immediate sense of belonging and influence within smaller subgroups. These factions can become powerful entities in their own right, sometimes prioritizing their interests over those of the larger group. While some leaders attempt to exploit factional divisions through divide and conquer strategies, this approach can be risky and counterproductive. A more effective approach is to create a positive, unifying group culture that makes factional divisions less attractive. As a student of human nature, your task is twofold. 1. Become a keen observer of your own behavior within groups, recognizing the subtle ways in which group influence shapes your thoughts and actions. 2. Develop the ability to observe group dynamics objectively, as if you were an anthropologist studying an alien culture. By cultivating these skills, you can maintain a stronger sense of individuality while still functioning effectively within group structures. This balance allows you to contribute positively to the group while avoiding the pitfalls of excessive conformity or groupthink. While groups often exert a downward pull on our behavior and decision-making, it's possible to envision and work towards an ideal reality group. This type of group encourages diverse opinions, maintains open-mindedness, and focuses on productive cooperation. By maintaining your individual spirit and realistic perspective, you can contribute to creating or enhancing such ideal team dynamics. In our modern world, the need to belong to groups remains as strong as ever, but the nature of these groups has changed. We now form smaller, more transient tribes that provide immediate gratification, but often lack long-term stability. This shift, coupled with technological advancements, has made tribalism more pronounced and potentially more dangerous than ever before. The future of humanity may well depend on our ability to transcend this narrow tribalism and recognize our interconnectedness as a species. We must strive to see ourselves as part of one large reality group, the human race itself. This perspective doesn't negate the richness of diverse cultures, but encourages a higher level of cooperation and practical problem solving. By understanding and navigating group dynamics skillfully, while maintaining our individuality and broader perspective, we can work towards creating more effective, harmonious, and productive social structures. This balance between group belonging and individual identity is crucial for addressing the complex challenges facing our interconnected world. We're currently accepting support through likes on our video, which motivate us to create top-quality content just for you. If you find something relatable, please share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments. Your insights could be valuable to others. Also, make it a daily habit to learn something new. The content you consume feeds your mind, so be intentional about it. Without careful choice, algorithms might shape your thoughts for you, so stay mindful. Finally, don't forget to subscribe.